Just let me know when we live.
What's
I'll just
happening?
start
We on,
talking.
dog. We live.
Okay. No ceilings live. Where we break down all the other shit we talk about. Oh, wait a minute. Can I say the S word?
You just did already, bro.
You don't
So it's
got
all
like a
good.
beeper thing where you could press and be like, beep.
No, we ain't got to do all that. I
We
don't
got to
think
do
they go
that in
ding us.
post.
I don't think they go ding us on that, dog. I don't have a
Because
thing.
you
I work
trying to
with it.
censor us so bad. Like, no ceilings is that kind of show. And
Bro, just not for just only after the first 5 minutes. Then you can go crazy.
We're
okay,
working into
why
that
not the first
canceled
5 minutes?
promotional theme.
Because that's how the YouTube, that's how YouTube checks stuff. If there's a lot of cursing within the first 5 minutes, they trip. But they're not gonna trip off the S word. You saying something like that, But let's go, man.
What's the word you use? We just would like to know, since we're going to start doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. You could just give me and Pete the updates because this is like your expertise.
Man, you just want to say, you just want to just stay away from curse words for the first 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure with the amount of intellect that's on this show right now, we can go 5 minutes without cursing.
Okay, to be safe, for the first 10 minutes, we are going to present as if we were Rimble in a radio edited version of a song.
No, not really, man. Just do your stuff, man. I ain't even try. I forget.
Oh,
about
so
it.
you're not gonna try to censor?
I like to be in character. I'm an
man.
actor. No,
Peter,
Okay.
you don't do no bunch of cursing. No way. You're as white as they can come. You talk professional all the time.
I don't even believe in the term cursing. Like the way I use profanity is in slang.
Hey, don't Peter talk like he always reading a commercial?
No.
You just don't listen to the show very often.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do. I listen to the show
He
all the time.
actually used profanity more than me.
That's for sure true. I like a good profane adjective, even a profane adverb when I can get my hands on one.
Peter might be the only person, like white person I know, that drops the B word consistently.
Well, they keep asking for it.
You do. What made you think of this show we doing today, bro? You
Well,
always think there's some controversy.
Me and Pete did a podcast that's coming out tomorrow. It's about we had a conversation about the football player Cam Newton.
We didn't have a conversation about Cam Newton.
Yes, we did.
You and me?
Yeah, this is going to happen after the podcast because we're going to put the podcast out tomorrow. But of course, you just didn't catch on to the marketing, but that's fine.
Fuck.
and see, Pete first. So if it was a swear jar, Pete would have to spend money in a swear jar because Pete did it first.
This is why I'm broke. I'm involved in too many swear jar pools.
Whoever actually uses profane language first should have to put in $5 into a swear jar, into a swear cash.
Is this an inflation swear jar?
Yeah, no ceilings. Only the first person who uses profanity.
Mm-hmm.
The first person that uses profanity, well, that will not be me.
I'll just put $250 out for the year.
You could control yourself. You ain't never had to talk long. I ain't never talked to you for a long conversation, and you haven't used a slang word that you would refer to as a curse word.
Okay, man. You know what? The subject of the show, man. Why would a dude marry a hoe?
Oh yeah. Can you even say that?
Let me exactly. You just use another curse word.
You can say that. A hoe is not really a curse word, bro.
Neither is bitch, but if I said bitch, you would say it's a curse word.
Take it easy.
That's actually look at you looking. That's actually a reference to a female dog.
You couldn't actually you couldn't wait 2 more minutes to just
talking about gardening equipment.
Wait a minute, you use a slang word and then I use the word in proper context. How am I wrong?
I got an idea. We're going to start doing read ads for Angie's List and Home Depot so that we can contextualize all of our hoe needs into yard improvement DIY projects and marketing therereof.
Whatever, man. Why is my phone over here just recording everything that we say, dog? Like typing it in the text.
Because you the Fed.
Where these iPhones, the feds, dog, they get a motherfucker in trouble.
So look, so I was thinking about that, and I was just having a deep conversation, and we was like, what's the motivation for a woman, to give a man, okay, listen, a man has the seed, right? A woman just carries the egg, right? The seed is the actual fruit. You can't, you almost could probably make a way to, you're going to need the seed. You know what I mean? The dirt is just as important, but the seed is kind of the fruit itself, right? So a woman kind of allows you to carry on your lineage, your legacy. So when she actually has kids for you, that's what she does for you. So we were talking about it, and I had this thought to myself, like, okay, I get why a man does it, right? The natural idea is to procreate and expand your genetic DNA. That's any cell, past genetic information, right? That's past information. So I get the concept. With a woman, she's getting a check. Now I'm thinking, is that worth it? Right? It started with that thought. Is it worth it to just get a check? You know what I mean? To allow somebody to use your dirt, you know what I mean, to grow a tree. And I guess it is some level of claim for her because, you know, again, it's not her seed. Like she just housed the seed to some degree, right? But I guess a woman's kid is her kid too, you know, to a degree.
They believe that.
But I was thinking, and the
they're more.
conversation got deeper and deeper and deeper in my thought. And I was like, man, what is too far to marry a woman? Like, say, like, let's say one of them old ladies who had 3 kids with Cam Newton. Like, why do you marry her? Like, how do you marry her if she's allowed people just to use her dirt for a check? Like later on in the future, as a man, would you respect a woman that allowed a man to use, you know, her soil to plant his seeds in with just that the purpose, and he didn't even try to buy the property, to own the property?
Well, you know what, man? You got to ask a brother like Tyrese something like this.
Why? Tyrese was married.
So think about this, but still, though, it's the same thing, man. If a woman hit you up for that much money, they got a child together. She wants 40. She wants to increase the She increased the child support from 10,000 to 20,000. Now she requesting for $40,000 a month.
Inflation.
That's not no inflation, bro. That's her taking advantage of somebody.
How is it taking advantage?
Bro, I think they got one kid together. What does that kid have that's gonna cost $40,000 a month?
I mean, you have to provide a whole lifestyle around a child, right? For like, you have to provide the elements in that soil to make the seed grow and to maximum fruiting potential.
To put them in a nice home, dog. When she was getting $10,000 a month, I could see that. Okay, you Tyrese's daughter, I could see 10 racks a month. You know, first of all, it ain't never too much for your kid, but that goes beyond the kid. That's a lifestyle for her.
No, she has to provide a lifestyle for the child.
No, she's pushing a lifestyle. If she asks for 40 racks a month, dog, she's pushing a lifestyle for her.
What do you mean? Her lifestyle fits her child's lifestyle.
Bro, she's taking advantage of that man.
Lifestyle.
How is it taking advantage?
The child
if groceries is up, if the groceries is up 2 to 3, if everything is up 2 to 3, why would you not go up 2 to 3? Like, how would you think it's not going to go that high?
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. The average person in this country make about $40,000-$50,000 a year. So she getting $40,000 a month. What kind of lifestyle is it? Is she living, had a child in a mansion? Is she feeding the child gold?
You're raising the seed of Tyrese Gibson, superstar Tyrese Gibson.
And his daddy can get her whatever she wants. He don't need to get at her. You know what I think? It should be a cap put on child support. I think it should be a $7,000 a month cap put on there, and the dad can go buy whatever the child needs. If he's a man of means, he can go buy whatever she needs.
What about the house? What about the house she's going to live in every day?
Well, she can get a $4,000 a month mortgage.
That's in Watts.
This is no, it's not.
No,
$4,000 a month right now will put you in Compton.
Cerritos, Lakewood.
You're not getting it. You're not getting in Cerritos with $4,000 a month
for a mortgage. Yes, you can, bro. You know how much?
No, you're not. That time is past and gone.
No, bro, that's not that.
Pete understand financial rates. Pete know prices is up. No way you getting in Cerritos for $4,000 a month. And why would you send a kid from Bel Air to Cerritos?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. A $4,000 a month mortgage, dog, gets you somewhere pretty decent.
No, it's not. That's a $600,000 house today.
Okay, here's the difference, though. It's a $400,000 a month apartment. It's child support. There's a reason why child support and alimony are different. You aren't supposed to pay to invest so that the woman can walk off with $1 million in equity after the kid leaves.
But again, I get the long-term goal of that, but then you should be renting that house in Bel Air for your old lady. Or you should stop procreating with people that can't afford to live in Bel Air next to you.
Bro, I'm gonna show you something right now. I'm on my little calculator.
We don't need your calculator. Focus.
Oh,
I just told
no,
you
this
how
is
much a
focus.
house. Why are you using a calculator?
No, I'm not
He's
using a
trying to
calculator.
figure
I'm
out how
showing
interest
you.
works.
Like an accountant. Look, it's nothing to calculate. The way child support, like, look at it like a seed going in soil, right? The soil can't be that different from the mother to the father's house. Like you can't have a successful, it's going to be tough to have a successful orange tree if you move it out from a soil richly fertilized, and where the soil's been, protected and cared for and fed, and it's this great soil, and then you just go stick it in some dirt and you think the tree gonna keep growing. Well, I'm gonna stick it in the dirt right here, but when it comes over here for these 2 days, this soil is rich in nutrients and all of that. No, you have to kind of invest in other things. You have to kind of invest in the whole spread.
Bro, I can see if the child is going to private school. You want to put your kid, you want to give your kid the best, right? You want to put them in a good school.
No,
You
the
want them to have them in
confuse.
a good neighborhood, dog.
Let's stop there. Let's stop making it about the kid. You cannot just use some woman as a baby making factory and then just take care of the kid. This
Bro,
is the point.
if she divorce you, dog, and leave you,
It don't matter if she divorced or leave you or nothing.
$40,000 a month, a lot of
That's
money, bro.
separate from the
You know what?
relationship.
$40,000 is a lot of money to somebody that's not making $40,000 a month. They not gonna ask you for $40,000 a month. They not gonna ask Pete for $40,000 a month if he had kids. They gonna ask somebody who can afford $40,000. I'm sure Tyrese will get his attorneys to do the proper calculations. But again, like, do you not get this? You don't get the ability to just take care of the kid once you start to invest into some earth to procreate with. Now you have some level of claim over the land itself. Like, you have a responsibility to the land. Like, if you get a woman pregnant, you are responsible for the woman to some degree, because in theory, she just pretty much carried on your lineage. So you are kind of stuck in that bind. Is that crazy to you?
Bro, you can get a $700,000 house, $4,000 a month. That's about on the $700,000 house. $700,000 house is above average.
What do you mean? It ain't about average. You can't take a kid, asshole, from Cerritos to Bel Air.
If she decide to leave you, dog, that's her making that decision.
No, it's
She
your
divorced
fault.
that man.
It's your fault. It ain't her fault. It don't
Now,
matter
the
if she
thing is,
decides
if
to
you
leave you.
if you leave a woman, bro, yeah, you should take care of her. If you leave her,
It
dog,
don't
and she
matter if
leaves
she
a certain
leave you or
lifestyle,
not. It don't matter if somebody provided your lineage, right? If somebody carried on your lineage, that person is forever a part of your family. That person is the mother of your children. You got to stop talking about it like this is some fucking car at the car lot.
Bro, the name of the show is Could You Marry a Hoe?
Yes.
And that's pretty much what a lot of these women is doing nowadays. They get with a man with intention to just draining their ass.
What do you mean? They do not.
That's not all women, but that's a lot of them.
If you get with a woman and your number one goal ain't to take care of her, you with the wrong woman.
But
You
dude,
shouldn't
as a man,
you shouldn't acquire anything in life.
About two different things. You're talking about two different things now.
If
I get with a nice woman and I marry her, yes, my job is her husband to take care of her. Now, if she goes out and does something wrong, decides she don't want to be with me no more, that means she go her way and I go mine. I'm responsible for taking care of my kids, but she got to live her life.
Not if she gave you kids.
So if she gave me kids, let's say she meet another dude, I'm supposed to still keep fueling her to lay up with another dude? Hell no.
What do you mean keep fueling her? She's not a car.
Bro, I'm not going to support her lifestyle no more. The moment she get another
nobody's saying you, and nobody's saying you should support that person's lifestyle once the kids is grown. I'm saying,
and I believe
you don't
they
understand.
Stand in your crib, if they stand in the crib that you paid for, the moment another man move in, she need to start paying for that house.
No, she don't, because them still your kids.
If
Them
another,
still
my
your
kids need to
kids.
come with me. If she got another dude to stand there, I'll be damned if I sit up and pay for another motherfucker to sit up all day and make love with my ex. Hell no.
All you saying is you was paying to sleep with her, but you didn't really take into account the blessing of the kids. That's the point. She allowed you to carry your lineage. In Tyrese's conversation, this is why they have to do the math, and he got to do his lawyer part and make it make sense, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, you cannot take a kid from Cerritos to Bel Air, and you don't understand what's wrong with that.
Man, I don't think nothing wrong with it. She divorced that man though.
It don't matter she divorcing. That don't matter. Once you decide to create a whole line with someone, a whole lineage with somebody, you're pretty much saying, hey, I'm going to pretty much be a family with you forever.
And he could have did that with $10,000 a month. She done raised it from 10 to 20 to 40.
Then he can keep
Because
the kid at his
there's
house and hire a
inflation.
nanny and boot her ass across town, and she can visit every
Well,
other
then handle
weekend.
his business. File for sole custody. See if that works out for you.
I would get sole. I think after a certain dollar amount, the man should get sole custody.
Why should you get sole custody because of dollar amount?
Because you paying 40 racks a month, dog. Ain't no kid in the world, ain't no child in the world that's spending
It's
40.
supposed to be
10
child
kids ain't spending
expenses.
$40,000.
Why do you
a
keep
month.
saying what the kid is spending?
Because that's what child support is.
Because
It's not.
you're
Supporting the
spending
child.
to
Yes, it
support a
is.
woman's
Otherwise,
lifestyle.
it's alimony.
Supporting a
Otherwise,
child.
it's alimony.
It's
That's
no
her lifestyle.
alimony is taking care of your old lady. Supporting a child
And he
is being
said
responsible.
she make $150,000 a year. She got money.
What do you mean she got money? Like y'all niggas is, bro.
They made them kids together. Bro, see, I'm going to tell you something. It's a little different. My wife is a good woman, right? Me and her don't be together no more. I'm going to make sure she's straight. I'm going to make sure she's straight. I'm not going to dog her out. I'm not going to do nothing wrong to her. But that woman had intent on just going in and draining that man.
You
She's
don't know
doing
what
it to
that
hurt him.
woman's intent
And
was.
women
That's
raise money up like that, they do it to hurt the man. Have you ever known anybody to pay child support, bro? I got a bunch of rapper homeboys. You know a lot of these dudes, they can't even go on tour because of their child support stuff. Somebody got them on child support.
that's
And
irresponsible.
if you don't have that, and if you don't go through the system, any money you could be giving a woman $10,000 a month off the books, right? They count that as a gift. If you're not going through the system for it, they say that's just a gift. It don't count for it. You know
You
how
don't
many men
think
get
that's
strapped up in child
you don't
support and
think
stuff,
that's
bro?
irresponsible still to say what somebody's purpose is when you don't know that? Like I get it. I know people get online and they make content on YouTube and they just lie, but you don't feel as a man that you should be more responsible with things you think of. Like you're saying her whole goal was to get with him to drain her.
I am saying there are a lot of women whose whole goal is to marry a rich dude.
Unless it ever happened to you, we don't have
get
to
with a rich dude and have a baby and get set for life.
We don't, but that's the point. So why would you sleep with somebody who don't have nothing?
Bro, we just said it. Why would you marry her? Could you marry her? We talking about a certain type of woman. This don't apply to all women.
Why would
I'm
you
not talking
sleep
about all
with that
women right
type of
now,
woman?
bro. Bro, it's people that do it every day. You got basketball players that do it. You got football players do it. It's a bunch of idiots that run around and just get got.
So then that's the answer to your question. If you sleep with somebody who ain't getting no coin and then you get with them, there's a chance you may have to turn over some coin.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why they should practice wearing condoms and all kind of other stuff.
Or they should just not sleep with those women.
That's exactly. Exactly.
You don't need a condom. Why not just not sleep with somebody if you don't want to be tied to this person forever? Huh?
I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you what the end of all this right now. The system is geared towards the woman, which I don't have no problem with, because any man that procreates with a woman should be responsible for his kids and should take care of her, because motherhood is a hard job. I'm not saying that.
Wouldn't that just be an argument against what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is this is for the good, righteous woman. Pete, you understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Well, you haven't really said it yet.
Okay, this is what I'm saying right here. A good, righteous woman, sometimes stuff just don't work out. You should, if you can, if you're a man of means, you should be giving that woman $15,000, $20,000 a month, because she has to stay home and take care of your children. And you want her to be there available for your kids and do everything she's supposed to do. But when you start talking about going up to now where that 15, that 20 ain't enough, I need 40.
Bro,
I shouldn't have to pay for your ambition.
It's not her ambitions.
It is her ambition. The judge gave her $10,000 a month at first.
Stop talking. You're not paying for her ambition. You thinking in somebody else's mind. You're not looking at what it would cost to raise Tyrese Gibson's daughter. You keep thinking about it like it's raising Norman Steele's daughter or raising Peter Boss' daughter. It's not. is Tyrese Gibson's daughter.
Bro,
That's the
all
point. They
my
wouldn't
kids
charge
went
you
to private
$40,000 for
school.
child
My
support.
kids had a good upbringing, and I ain't never spent no $40,000 a month.
You
And I
also
did a
not
lot.
Tyrese Gibson.
You know, I did a
know
lot for
you've
my
been
kids.
look. I know you've been in a film, but you ain't been in the films Tyrese Gibson's been in. It's different.
So he's just responsible. So he's not. Let me ask you this: now, once those kids get of age, should he still keep supporting this woman?
That's on him. How you feel about somebody that allowed you to procreate your lineage, that's up to you after that point. But the responsibility to the person that's taking care of your kid, once you invest into a woman, you decide you're going to come in this lady, you get a lady pregnant, even in that situation where they were married, you're tied to this woman forever. So you're going to have some tie to her. Now, if you're doing great and you're successful, you want a successful life for your kids. It's up to cuz attorney to figure out what's fair. She's asking for things to make her children's life better.
No,
She wants a better place for her children, a better house for her children. She wants better schools for her children. She wants more opportunities for her children while they're at her house.
Let me ask you this. Alex Rodriguez, when he divorced his wife, Cynthia Skirtis, he was ordered to pay her $115,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
$115,000. Is that fair, bro?
She's probably walking away from somebody making $5 million a month.
So he just got to just break her off. She get $100,000 a month just for that's just for the kids, right? That's for the children. She's not gonna benefit them from that.
She's taking care of your kids while you're on the road. Like, what would you do? Would you send? So your goal is, let's say you hit it big. Let's say you hit it big, right? You make hundreds of millions of dollars. You move up to Bel Air, and let's say you shooting films every day, right? This your move. You shooting films every day, right?
I'm shooting films every day, right?
No, I'm saying you're shooting films. You are,
okay,
right? And let's say you and Maria have a new kid,
mm-hmm.
right? Y'all break up, but you have a new kid. Then the kid is here, and you making let's say you making $50 million a year. So your kids come to your house in Bel Air the way it is, and your goal is to say, well, you know what? Now y'all go back to your mom's house in Cerritos. I only want to pay $10,000 a month.
No, see, listen. Now I wouldn't have them living in Cerritos. They would be living in somewhere by me. But
it's gonna cost $40,000 a month.
They will, if that's the case. That's what it is. See, you're talking about a woman that you got a 30-year relationship with versus somebody
I don't
you just
care
meet.
If you had a 2-year relationship. I don't care if you had a 2-year relationship with her. The relationship, the time of it couldn't have mattered.
My
if you
kids would be able to give. They wouldn't want for nothing, and she would have her a nice home in Cerritos. She would have her a nice home in Cerritos.
If you wasn't worried about the 30 years, if you put your bare penis into a woman and you ejaculated into this woman and you procreated with this woman, don't try to act like you worried about the time.
She would have her
that
nice home, dog. She would be in a good crib. My kids wouldn't be going up to Watts or nothing like that, dog.
But you think it's cool to send your kids from Bel Air to Cerritos?
They would have a nice home. They would have a nice home. They would be provided for. Everything they needed. I would pay for the private school. Any bills, send me all their bills. Private school. Oh, she need this. They turn 16. We want to buy her a new car. Cool, I got it. She want a Benz. I got it. She want a Bentley. I got it. She want that. But no, I'm not about to sit up here and let her just go out of philanger with other niggas and do all this
stuff.
Why
is that the thesis of your conversation where what's she doing like after you gone?
Because the moment that do that's in another man's hands now. That don't
no, it's not. It's not in another man's hands because you actually impregnated this lady and you started
to, and I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my kids. She don't need $100,000 a month. Check this out. I would pay for it. If I'm making $500 million a year, I'm gonna pay for her a $15,000-$20,000 a month mortgage. The kids go have school. They will have everything they want. I'm gonna
get her. If you're making $15 to $20 million a year, so if you're making $2 million a year, your thing is like, let me give you a $10,000 mortgage.
Yeah,
you're a piece of shit.
I'm out there shooting them films. You're
a piece of shit.
No, I'm not a piece of shit, dog. Why
Yes,
should
you
I
are.
give her all my hard-earned money? My
What you mean?
kids is being taken
Nobody
care of.
said
I have not
all
one
your
point. I
hard-earned
have
money.
not at the point said I'm not gonna take care of my kids, dog. But I'm
What do
not
you
about to
mean
sit
you
up
not
here and
go?
just
You're not
be a
taking care of
simp.
your kids because you shoot movies. It ain't just spending money. This is the person that you have half of your kids with. The DNA is half of the
They would go
DNA.
to college. They would get all that stuff. They wouldn't miss out on nothing, dog. They wouldn't miss a thing.
That
But
don't
they would
change
be
you
in
a
a
piece of
nice
shit
home.
because you
But
don't
that don't mean
respect the
she's supposed
woman
to live
that
like
gave
me.
you
We
them
not together
kids
no
that
more.
you.
The moment you dump me, you lose all them privileges. You
That's
still
the
get some privileges and stuff. She cool. She can stay at home all day, watch my kids. That's your job. That's your job.
and this is why the
But the
state of
moment they check
California
this out,
reigns supreme.
and I will take care of
Stop
her.
talking still.
Forty
You're
thousand
talking
dollars a month,
emotional.
dog.
This is
40.
why the state of
That's not
California reigns
emotional, dog.
supreme. This is why the state of California reigns supreme over your
And that's
primitive
why
thoughts.
people leaving this mother sucker in droves.
That's cool. Get your
That's why
broke
people
ass up
leaving
out of
in
here.
droves. Hell yeah, you for damn sure. That's why I'm all with the because don't get me wrong. You know
No,
I'm a
you're not.
great dad.
I got you wrong.
I'm a great dad, but I'm gonna tell you this.
If you say
If
so.
I'm making $400 million a year and a woman decides to leave me, she don't have to benefit from that no more. My kids do. I'm not gonna make sure they're not gonna be in no hubble. They're not gonna be living in no apartment somewhere. They're gonna be well to have the freshest of everything. But I'm gonna tell you this, it's gonna be certain stipulations. The first time ain't no other men allowed over at that house. You want to date somebody, you meet them outside over at their crib. And bring my kids with me. You can
You
meet them
can't
over their
rule
house.
nobody else's house.
Yes, I can. That's my house. If I'm paying $50,000 a month, that's my house.
Oh man.
When my boy saying that song, I disconnect the table and turn the lights out. That's my crib. The moment some other man come in her life, he not gonna be laying up in that nice bed talking about that check come yet, baby. That check come yet, baby? Hell no, you're not gonna be living off of me. Hell no, he can do all that. I'm gonna take care of my kids and that's it.
You're an
And I'm
idiot,
gonna put her in the thing. She taking care of my kids. That's a job. She pretty much on my payroll.
Giving
If
you
I'm
your
getting that,
kids is a blessing, but you don't get that. Go ahead.
it is a
Carry on.
blessing.
Go
We
carry on.
made them kids together.
No, you didn't. You didn't do nothing.
We made
You
them
took
kids
15
together.
seconds. She did all the rest of the work, 10 months for your lineage and legacy
And
to
this is
carry
for the
on.
record. This don't have nothing to do with my personal life. Because if I ever get a divorce from my wife, she would have everything. She built something with me. If it's
Bullshit.
a woman I just met and I don't had a baby with her dog, hell no, I shouldn't have to do all that.
Why would you not? Why would you have a baby with a woman you just met?
Because I'm not talking about me. She take me out of this. I'm talking about these
You
dumb
just said
dudes
that.
out here, man. These athletes and stuff having kids with any
Why
damn
would you
body.
just have a baby with somebody you just met?
Because people do. I don't know. I can't speak for them dudes.
So then
but
your
they need to learn.
ass literally just did a bunch of shit that should really mean more.
It should. I'm not talking about me. I didn't go out and have kids with just anyone.
Nobody's talking about you. I'm
I don't
telling
have
you.
no baby mamas. All my kids was raised in the house
Okay,
with me,
look,
so that's a whole different thing.
Stop dominating the conversation and focus because you just losing track, just going through a ramble. Listen to what I'm saying to you. That's the decision. Why would you go out and have kids with somebody you don't know?
People do it all the time, G.
I don't care why dumb ass people do dumb ass shit. I'm saying that's why the ramifications are put in place because this is a lot more serious than just being stupid.
Yeah, you're right. And I agree with you wholeheartedly.
So then no, if you decide to make a family with a woman that you just met 2 days ago, listen, I get it. I get where everybody is going, right? I totally understand where everybody is going, right? They in their mind, they feel like, oh, okay, so forth and so on, whatever, right? But why would you decide to take that path, such a long path? Long as you live in, this person is forever connected to your lineage. Like if that woman dies, bro, your kid, you're gonna have to deal with that forever because now this person has become part of your family. That is the truth of it. So why would you do that with somebody you just met? And then if you understand why you shouldn't, then you also understand why you need to be responsible for that person pretty much for the rest of their life to some degree.
I'm going to read something to you real quick, and you tell me if this is right, all right? On the court, Kevin Garnett was a basketball superstar who took his former team, the Boston Celtics, to the championship in 2008. At the top of his NBA career, he was one of the highest paid athletes in the game. Now his career earnings are likely to dwindle quickly after a judge has ordered him to pay his former wife an estimated $100,000 a month in child and spousal support. The couple has been engaged in a court battle over the amounts that Garnett's former wife demanded. According to court records, Miss Garnett requested approximately $46,000 a month in child support with an additional $146 in spousal maintenance. What is spousal maintenance, bro? She further requested that the former star pay her legal expenses in the amount of $300,000. She maintained that she would retain custody of the children an estimated 95% of the time. So she wanted the kids. He ain't even gonna be hardly allowed to see his kids. He gonna be able to just come over there and say, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" and gotta go. She got him 95% of the time, and he gotta pay for her legal fees. You can't tell me she just went out to dupe this dude.
She
That's
didn't.
cold-blooded
You
right
don't
there.
know somebody went out to dupe somebody. You don't know what's going on in that situation.
She could be a scorned woman who's mad that the party ended at 2
Well,
a.m.
she's gonna be mad. You know what I would do?
She could also be a
Just
woman
saying.
who could be mad that maybe KG might have had some girl. Who knows? That's
And you
their
know what I
personal
would do?
business.
You know what I would do? I would order $300,000 and I would order $100,000 of pennies from the bank every month and just go dump them off in her front yard.
That's because you petty like somebody with a vagina.
Hell, you damn right. If I got like that, I would dump pennies and
How
nickels
did you
out there.
get got?
Man, listen to all this. And she want her to pay $300,000 for the lawyer fees, and she get more for the kids. She said she wants $146,000 a month in spousal maintenance.
Sure.
That means she get to go out and date and do whatever she want to and just
Why
chill.
is that always a premise is what she doing with her vagina, bro?
Bro, you know what? If I'm paying for it still, I should have some say so. If I'm paying $146,000 in spousal maintenance, best believe I'm gonna have some say so.
Yeah, but the point is you had say so during while you was married to her.
So you would be just cool with that, giving somebody, if a judge tell you, "Hey, G, you worked hard in this rap career that took you a long time to build. Now you got to go give somebody a whole lot of it, and you're not gonna get to see your kids on top of it." That's the type of shit I'm talking about right there, dog.
Well, first off,
$146,000. $146,000 of spousal maintenance.
The issue with the flaw in the system, they're financially incentivized to ask for more time with the kids because it's geared on the split. So if she asks for 50%, she's not getting any money.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. If the main interest is of the kids, I believe a mother and a father.
There's a financial incentive for the women to keep the father away from them.
If it's all about the kids, she should want the daddy. See, my wife would never do no shit like that. She would never try to keep me from my kids. She said she need them 95% of the time. She keep them kids. He don't even hardly get to see them.
That's what she asking for. It's your job to. I'm not saying she don't have no.
I believe she got it.
I don't know, but I'm saying I'm sure he has enough money and decent lawyers to fight for certain things.
So he won't have too much after he get finished paying her all that money every month.
He's paying the legal fees on both sides of the room.
You can fight to not pay the legal fees.
Not when you're paying the legal fees that are fighting against you.
You don't have to fight. You don't have to pay those.
You kind of do.
You have to fight.
You do have to pay for
the point is, the point I'm saying is, look, once you have a baby with someone, like not just marry them, once you have a baby with someone, you guys are family now. Now, how y'all family? Maybe y'all husband and wife, maybe y'all parents, but y'all are family. And if you look at it that way, like this is a person I'm going to be stuck with forever if she has a child with me. Not the kid you're going to be stuck with forever, the mother you're stuck with forever. And if you looked at it like that, you would make better decisions on who you sleep with.
And that's why I don't have baby mothers. I got one wife, and all three of my children is through this with this one woman because I chose wisely. I didn't go out and just do a bunch of dumb stuff like these.
So then you got to pipe down, and because you understand the thought. Me and Pete didn't have kids because we knew that we would be connected to that woman forever. And you have to make a quality decision. And this brings me back to the beginning of this conversation. You got to decide who you want to take care of. When you start putting your bare penis in a woman, you feel me? You start ejaculating, making children. You better be okay with being stuck with her forever. You better be
technically,
okay
by letter of the law, for that logic, I'm a 40-year-old virgin here and now today. I've never busted one in a woman in 40 years. I am what's his name? Who was the name of the white comedian who did the movie? That's me.
Steve
They could have based Carell, whatever the name is. They could have based that movie on me.
Steve
I could go in and do the sequel.
So again, I'm saying, man, you just petty still. I can't really fuck. Just
Man,
pay 'em.
all of these brothers, man, I'm looking at these brothers, man. I swear, man, it's like,
Let me ask you a question, Still. If you made $30 million, let's say it's not you. Let's say it's not you who've been married for 30 plus years, so forth, so on. Let's say it's just Still at 20 years old. Let's say you're making $12 million a month, $12 million a year, $1 million a month. And you get a girl pregnant that you meet at a nightclub. You don't know nothing about her. You get her pregnant. She don't got no money. You're living in, let's say, Beverly Hills. How much do you think is a fair amount for you to give this woman to raise your child?
about $5,000 a month, because I don't know her, and the kid
Just
can
a
come with
piece
me
of
whenever he
shit,
wants to.
dog. I really can't say nothing else except you're just a piece of
Bro,
shit.
You just gave me the scenario. I don't know this woman.
It don't
I'm a-
matter.
you
Then
know
why
what?
would so
Let me
why
tell
is
you
it
this.
don't know?
Listen,
Why
hold
is
on.
the don't
Let me
know?
rephrase
Why
that.
is the
Let
don't
me
know?
rephrase this. Let me rephrase this right here.
Stop.
Let me
Don't
finish asking
stop.
you a
Just
question.
stop. This is
Hold on,
no
let me
feeling.
finish,
Stop.
bro. Can I
Stop.
finish? You asked me a question. Give me the
No, I
opportunity
don't
to
want you
finish
to
right
finish
here.
anything. No, I
I'm
want to tell
going
you
to
something.
give her. Listen.
Maybe if you didn't
I don't
finish
want
inside that
listen.
fictitious lady, we wouldn't be
Listen.
having this conversation.
Listen.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give her $5,000 a month for her to stay at home and watch my baby. I'm gonna give my kid another $5,000 a month. So she went from a girl that didn't have nothing. Now she got $10,000 a month. That's enough for her to stay at home with my baby every day. And I'm gonna take whatever the kid need. I'm gonna take care of it. Remember, I don't know this woman, but that's my child, so I'm gonna take care of it.
You're just a piece of
As
shit.
we go do the paternity test
if
to
you
make
got
sure it
big
is
time.
mine, I'm gonna follow my obligations. Again, this is a person I just met in the club. I don't know if she's crazy, and I should have practiced more responsibility by just going up there running to somebody raw.
Here's the thing: like, if you got the money like that, you should be able to buy a nice condo in a nice district, put them in there, you
That's
own
what
it,
I
and
would
all
do.
these deductions should go against that. And all the things you spend,
Exactly.
they go against that. There's whatever
Exactly.
other things, and it comes out to having some sort of rational
And that's what I'm saying.
definition of what
I would go buy a
support for
house,
the child is.
and she would be able to stay in that house until the kid was of age, or until that kid moved out. Now, once that kid moved out, depending on what she did, the moment she meet another guy, she on her own from then. They go get their own crib, or they can rent that house with me together. They could pay me rent, for that house right there. That's she want to stay. She comfortable. Now I've gave her up. If she the one that got a job or something like that, she'd be up because she ain't had to pay rent for 18, 20 years, whatever like that. But as soon as my child leaves that house, she got to start. She on her own, and the meal ticket is over. The gravy train is over.
This is why I cannot say why I understand. This is probably the first time you made me really understand white people, like the power structure. Because you're like just a POS, bro.
What's funny is that
No,
you're
I'm not.
saying
I'm a
that
realistic
still and
dude.
not to me.
Like you know what I respect about you, Pete? You understand. You like, you know what? If I do this, this person is going to be too involved with all my existence. You understand you won't just get a child. You know what you'll be. The child part of having a child probably don't even bother you. Like, it don't bother me. The child part is fine. The fact
Bro,
that you add somebody else into your equation forever is the problem.
I haven't said not one time on this show since this episode been going. I ain't said not one time I wouldn't take care of my kid. I would. That's your
What do you mean?
responsibility.
Stop saying you would take care of your kid.
I will. And the woman, I'm taking care of my kid by taking care of his mama. She can stay at home. She was living the average life
How's she
before
gonna
she
stay
met
at
me. And
home?
she
You
gonna
giving
be
her $10,000
above average.
a month. Where's she gonna live at, in Watts?
No, I'm gonna pay for the crib, dog. I just told you that. I'm gonna pay for her crib.
Yeah,
I'ma
but then
pay
you
for the crib.
think just because you met her 2 months ago and she met a new guy, now that just makes you where you don't have to be responsible for her raising your kid.
No, I didn't say that. I said that she can stay there, but he's not allowed in my house. She can go outside and meet him somewhere. He's not allowed in my house.
So when a woman have a baby by you, her whole life is over. Because Lord knows if you're not gonna be with her, her whole life is
your
over.
whole financial life is
You
over.
damn straight, especially if I'm paying all that money. Hell no. You damn straight.
POS, bro.
You damn straight. Whatever. I don't care. I'll be the biggest POS in the world, but I'll be a rich one because they wouldn't be taking advantage of me like that. It'd be some rules with it.
That's why the white man actually come into play. That makes sense. I can't be mad at no point. The way me and Pete see it is why we haven't went and made children. The way you see
what I would
it
do?
is why California has to intervene.
I would put her in a nice home. I would put my child in a nice home.
Till somebody else start knocking her down.
No, you know what? I didn't say that. She can go outside the house, do what she wants to, but I don't want no strangers around my kid in my house that I'm paying for every month.
I think where the courts
she can go get a hotel for that.
is the courts don't base the cost of raising a child on the cost of raising a child. They base it off of a percent of the earnings of the father, which I don't think that that's particularly well thought out. I think if you say, okay, what is the cost of a comparable support for this child support? Okay, what is the median cost to have the kid in a comparable district? What is the cost for the per diem on the kid? What is the cost for A, B, C, D? And you could be able to actually define these things, and then you can say, okay, we're going to sub out some of this for a private school. She wants to be in a private school, well, then we can move into a different district. Come out to some sort of, it needs to be based on what it costs to raise the kid. That's a conversation I feel like the courts don't have. They just say, well, you made X, we're taking 0.12X.
Pete, because raising a child is different for different people. Like by that same standard, wealthy people shouldn't be able to raise the child the way they want to.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, bro.
Because raising a child is different. What my mother paid is a lot different than what somebody that lives in Bel Air mother paid to raise a child.
No, hold on. I'm saying if you based off of the comparable of the father. So you're not basing it off the income, you're basing it off of the lifestyle of the father at the baseline, but you're defining it by the expense cost to recreate that scenario in a comparable environment for the mom without affording for these bloated surpluses that then just become a simple division problem. Whereas, like you were saying, if you live in Bel Air, whatever, okay, so Bel Air is a top 0.1% school district, let's say state of California. You can pick any top 0.1% school district, state of California, whatever. What's the median cost to be there? There's a number. Various other expenses per diem on a cost of a kid. There's your number, and it's based off of that. And you say, okay, in order for a child in a child's life to be able to have what he would have at your house in another house.
Y'all keep saying in a child's life. Like, what do y'all think? Like, what is happening? Like,
because you can't give a bitch enough money to pay her to be a good mom, period.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter how much fucking money you give.
So the question to you is, why would you go around recklessly putting your seed into somebody you question as a mom?
It's the same question as saying anytime you make any other mistake, why is it not a life sentence?
So it is a life sentence. It is. Having a child is a life sentence for if your child dies at 5, it's going to trouble and haunt you for the rest of your life. If your child's mother died when your child is 5, that's going to trouble and haunt your child, which is going to trouble and haunt you for the rest of your life. It's forever.
But you can put a price tag on that anyway.
So, which is why they try their best.
And I'm saying they got it wrong in the way that they
Bro,
I disagree. It's not they have it wrong. The average human being, has it. Still, I'm talking. The average human being has it wrong. The average human being has it wrong. Huh?
You got it wrong.
No, I didn't, because you know why? I'm nobody asking me for $40,000 a month, because I thought to myself, like, man, I better get this right when I have a kid, even if I don't have one.
Yeah, you got that part of it right, but what you saying now, bro, don't make no sense.
This is the only logical way this is the only logical thing that makes sense.
And this is how you get rewarded for stuff like that.
You just go keep cutting me off.
No, I'm sorry, bro, but it's just stuff that pissed me off. Like the homie Matt Barnes, he paid this girl all this money in child support. You know what she did in return? She went and married one of his best friends.
What do you mean?
They probably messing around behind their back.
Listen. What is
I don't
paying
think
child
that the one has to do with the other.
I'll
side with
It still has something to do with it. If a woman out there cheating and doing scandalous stuff, she shouldn't get a dime.
The relationship's over. She's not cheating. I agree with Glasses on that. 1,000%.
Well,
my pushback is nuanced on surplus. That's my only pushback is a nuance on surplus.
But it's as simple as this. If Still is making $1 million a month, $1 million a month, he wants to give a woman $10,000 to raise his child. Oh, well, I'm gonna get a child. She just called me and tell me what the child needs until she meets somebody else. Then I don't want to give her nothing. I just want to give my child.
I would put her in suitable living conditions. I would buy her a house somewhere out by me, so I can see my kids when I need to. She would have everything made, and the thing is, she would just.
Then you're trying to rule. Then you're trying to rule her in her pursuit of finding somebody to love her based off of your insecurities.
I'm not doing. That ain't my insecurity. She can do what she wants to, just not in that house. I don't want that around my kids. I don't want to.
It ain't about. That's the point. It's not about what you want around your kids. They're not your kids.
I'm gonna raise my hand so I can speak, bro. I would not interfere with her love life. They just cannot come into a house that I'm paying for every month. If that man is a man, he can take her to his house, and if he want to be with her, he can move her into his house.
No,
but I'm still gonna take care of my kids.
What do you? You don't get the kids when you get a woman pregnant. I keep telling you this. You keep thinking you get kids. You inherit another family member, and that family member is just as important as you. If you get that through your thick skull, big bro, you would get it. You keep thinking when you get a woman pregnant, if a basketball player, if a football player get a woman pregnant, this lady is your family. If you start thinking like that, you would think you'll be smarter. But if you keep thinking like that, you only get the fruit off the tree and not the responsibility of the tree, you're an idiot. It don't matter what else happened to the tree.
I have not said once I wouldn't take. What more do I do, bro? I'm paying for a house every month. I might be paying 20 grand a month for the house.
You trying to worry about what she's doing with her? You trying to worry about what she's doing with her?
She can go meet him at a hotel or go to his house. I don't care about that. I'll watch the kids.
You can't tell her what to do at her house, nigga.
Come in my house. I don't know if this dude is a pedophile. I don't know nothing about him. I don't want him around my kids.
Your house still.
And I gotta meet him. If he could be around my kids, I gotta meet him.
No, you don't. It don't got nothing to do with
you. And I'm gonna background. Yeah, if he around my kids, you damn straight, I'm gonna meet him. He ain't gonna be around my kids. She can do what the hell she want to do. You call me a POS all day. I'll be the biggest piece of shit on the planet.
Still, you keep making this kind of caveman, archaic argument. Just because you impregnate somebody don't mean you owe them. You own them. You owe them.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
She
can do what she wants to. I do not own her. She can go out and have 20 boyfriends if she wants to. Just not in my house around my kids. I wouldn't want my kids being raised seeing multiple men running in and out the house.
And this is why people don't want to date people when they have kids with other people. This is why
goddamn right we don't.
Because of people like you. You think she's still your old lady because you taking care of your responsibility.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just a warning out there. I'm the voice of reason for all the young professional athletes, entertainers, and everybody out there. Listen to OG and you'll be all right. Don't be out there.
What you're saying is unreasonable.
Meet you a nice woman and get to know him first and do that like I did, and you'll be all right. I don't have
what you're saying is not within reason. What you're saying is unreasonable. It's not within reason. You don't own this lady. You owe this lady. It's different. So you can't tell her what to do.
Just in perpetuity, so I just pay out the ass and she just do what she wants to have all kind of niggas running through the house. Man, you crazy. You got me fucked up.
Child support lasts 18 years.
Yeah, as soon as that child support is over, she can stay in the house.
Patience only lasts one.
And I'm going to tell you this. As the mother of my children, I would treat her well because obviously I want my kids to be happy. Right, Peter? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not going to treat her bad, but the moment it can't be no other dude just living there, living off the fat of the land, laying up all day. What we eating for breakfast? What still buy us for breakfast today? Let me go eat his eggs and his sausage. He ain't even a man. He a bum.
Why is that the thing you would be concerned about?
I wouldn't be concerned about it till he step foot in my house that I'm paying for every month.
It ain't your house. You just paying for it.
It is my house if I'm paying for it.
No, it's not. That's the problem again. It's not.
It is if I'm paying for it. I bet she wouldn't be allowed in my crib.
She's like a tenant. It's like you own the apartment building, but the tenant, for a finite window of time, you can't just barge on into the apartment unit. You have to give proper notice.
And you got to remember the scenario you gave me, bro. This is a woman I met in the club, and we had a baby together. Now, she's up when she meets me because she probably didn't have all that stuff before. If she's smart, she would take them 18 years and prove herself that she's living rent-free somewhere, don't have to do nothing. She should go to school and prepare for the day that the gravy train cuts off.
Who's going to raise the children?
Huh?
Who's going to raise the children?
But once the kid's 18, they stay mama, they can still talk to her. Being a parent is a lifetime
job. Who's going to raise the children? What you call the gravy train, which is a crappy gravy train. That's the worst train in history.
She can go, man, $10,000 a month. She getting that dog, and I pay for all the school and all that, and the rent and the utilities and stuff. She got it made.
What do you mean? You're not paying for the rent and utilities if you're giving her $5,000 a month and $5,000 and this, that, and the third.
You didn't listen to a word I said. I said, bro, I would pay for the crib and give her $10,000 a month on top of that. and pay
Still.
for everything else. I'll pay for
So who's
groceries.
going to
everything
take
else.
care of it? Who's going? So what about all of the things they wanted? So in your mind, let me get this right. So I got this clear. You're saying you're going to give her $10,000 a month. What is she supposed to do with this $10,000 a month?
No, listen. I'm paying for the house already, right? I'm paying the notes.
No. Don't tell me that. Tell me what's she supposed to do with the $10,000 a month?
Shoot, she do whatever she do. Do whatever she do with it. That's good money.
So
I'm
that's
paying
a free
for
and clear
it.
10,000. She don't
That's
have
a
to do
free and clear
nothing. That's just
$10,000.
$10,000 a month.
I'm gonna give her a grocery stipend. She's gonna have a grocery stipend of probably $3,000 or $4,000. I
So
want my
she don't have
kids
to pay for nothing else. She don't got to pay for nothing else out that 10,000. That's just free and
She don't
clear.
have to pay for nothing. That's just free and clear.
So
That's
then
what
at
my
that
This
point
is
you are paying
conversation.
30 or 40. Yeah, you're paying $30 or $40,000 a month.
That's what I've been telling you, dog. But I wouldn't be. These women don't deserve that, though.
What do you?
This is why women live in a
What is
universe without consequence. This right here.
Exactly.
You're just retarded.
No, I'm not retarded, bro.
He's
And
doing
then
the
actually, if
same
you
thing
count it
you're
up,
doing with the
I'm
$30,000 or
giving her
$40,000 a
$10,000 free
month.
and clear. I might be paying a $7,000 a month mortgage on that stuff. That's 17, and I'm giving her $3,000 for groceries. That's 20 racks a month.
I'm saying you're giving her 10,000 free and clear, and you're taking care of everything else in these kids and these people's life.
Why are you giving her 10,000 free and clear if you're paying
Exactly.
for all the other shit?
No, listen. Now, if
That's
my kids want to go to
$40,000.
movies, that's what that money is there for. If my kids want to go to if they say, "Mommy, they go Chuck E. Cheese," she got money to go do that. And if she's smart, because the kids go sleep and eventually them kids go to school. If she's smart, she'd be going to school or looking at one of them commercials or something. Go to UEI somewhere and go better your life. Because the gravy train will stop one day.
Okay, so what's gonna happen when she go to UEI? Who's gonna be there with the kids?
The kids in school, dog. When the kids in school, she got time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Who's gonna prepare their dinner at that time?
It's
Her.
kids in school for 8 hours,
Her.
dog. She got
So-
time to go to a class for 2 hours. You just act like this woman just gonna be
School
home with
gets
the
out
kids
at
and
She go
touch
to
the
a
hip
class
all
for
day.
2 hours. How long is it gonna take her to get her bachelor's? 10 years?
She got 18
Man,
years to do it.
It might be. She got a long time to do it. She can get it done. She
Y'all
should
are
be.
some of the most
See,
worst.
this
Y'all
woman has came out.
Man,
This
listen.
woman will have
Still,
came
what's
out way
crazy
better than
is-
she was. I would be a blessing to her life.
What you're doing, you're circumventing the woman out of any concept of responsibility for her own actions in any of this, in any way, shape, or form, entirely.
Listen, you're saying her actions, right? Let's talk about her actions. She gave you the possibility to pass on your genetic DNA.
She
Probably
willy-nilly
got
got
pregnant on
nutted in.
So
Those
at
are
that
also her
point-
actions in the
I
same
didn't lay up
breath.
and had a baby by myself.
You can't have a baby at all. You could take 15 seconds, bust a nut, and you don't do nothing else for the rest
15
of the time.
seconds still. No.
Damn, 15 seconds. I ain't even a minute man, dog. You give me 15 seconds.
I'm saying it
That
only
means
takes
I'm just
15
taking a
seconds. You
rabbit
can
like
get in
this and
there.
just-
It can be,
and just done.
you can get in there. It can be warm. It can be warm. Did we get a super chat?
Huh?
We get a super chat? Is that our first super chat?
I don't know. I can't see anything. I only have the StreamYard interface.
Let me see.
I think I see a super chat. It look green. You got to read them things. That's how the homies do it. It look like a green thing up there.
And if we get
What's
a
that?
super chat, that guy gets to ask a question and like take over the show. That's an absolute cash purchased intervention into whatever the fuck we have going on.
For sure.
Then
for sure.
and there. Pow.
Hold on. This to the homie Tyson. I did say I would want custody of my kids. I said this is an extreme circumstance, bro. I would want custody of my kids. If it get to be an exorbitant amount like that, I would want custody. And I said it over, but I feel you, dog. Good looking out, Tyson.
Real quick, when he says OG, he means Tyrese or who?
I don't know. He
can't
might have
ask
been
him.
talking about me. I don't know for sure, but I feel him.
It
No, you
sounded
should
like it
want.
was related.
The
to
first thing
Tyrese.
about it, though, bro, is I'm gonna tell you this, and this is me talking as a father, right? A mother and father both are very important in a child's life. Like and that's the problem with our society now. You have men just being raised by mothers without the father being around, and I do think any man that don't take care of his kids is a piece of shit.
But in that same breath, as I said earlier, there is a financial incentive for the woman to gobble up all the custody because the percentages of custody dictate the cash payout. So if you get 100% custody, you don't have a divide. It's like my buddy of mine, great guy, super active father, like all-star dad, love him to death. He and his girl co-parent great. They had an engagement fall through, whatever. Stuff happens. They're good, both co-parents. They do a great job. At one point, there was some tension. She took him to court. They split 50-50. She has a higher salary than he does at the time of that hearing. The judge, after she brought him to court for child support, ruled that he should get money. He said, I'm a real man. I don't need her money to raise my kid. Turn down the money. But be that as it may, I'm saying there is a financial incentive tied to the woman gobbling up the custody, which I don't think, as the courts have established, everything based off of earnings percentage. It's just another example of how the courts don't prioritize the good parenting of the kid.
Exactly.
Well, I think a father. So yes, I mean, well, let's be honest. When from the moment of creation, like right when you nut into a woman pretty much does 95% of the work.
I panic every time I hear that.
It's true.
Yeah, you know what, bro? A woman having a baby, I saw all 3 of my kids born, bro, and it's something else, man. It's like a woman go through a lot of pain.
Before we even get to that point, right, of arrival, let's just talk about the other 9 months that they go through all of this shit. That you don't do nothing. So I think again, look, I'm not a proponent of abortion. I'm not like into that, but I am obviously aware that a woman carries the majority of the responsibility when it comes to bringing a kid, onto this planet. We could all agree to that. It don't take rocket science.
My actions are talking about the scandalous women out there that just go do stuff.
Stop. Listen, let's stop talking about the scandalous women. Let's just talk about what has to happen. Right.
You gotta take care of your kids.
So let's talk about what has to happen. Right. Yes. A woman has to allow you to procreate to some degree because some people just take it. Right. It has happened.
I don't think people.
I mean, you mentioned in the 1%, so I'll mention the 1% too. But let's say on a normal accord, right? You get a woman pregnant, right? You lay down with her, you come in her, or she allows you to come in her. Both of those things are true. Then for the rest of the time being, you do nothing and she does everything to carry on your lineage.
I should be there to support her. I believe you should be there to support her.
Yeah, but you're trying to say you should be there to support her only if nobody else is sleeping with her.
I'm talking about in extreme circumstances. I'm talking about, let's say you meet a girl and she a cool girl, right? She's a cool girl.
She could be the scum of the earth.
He's talking about that profit delta, I think.
I'm talking about the profit. That's exactly, Peter. Because see, you trying to paint me as being a villain. All I'm saying is, bro, is that there are some people who are scandalous that don't have the kids' best interests in heart. Any woman that will keep her kids away from the father for financial gain, they bad. They bad people.
We're not talking about people that are those percentages. We're talking about the simple dynamic, not how people misuse it. Because obviously you a POS. If you sit up there, you met a girl in the club, and you just got her pregnant. You already ain't thinking.
I just said I would take care of that girl, and I would probably want to get custody.
You're saying you're going to take care of the girl as long as you saying you're going to take care of the mother of your child as long as she's not sleeping with nobody else.
I didn't see you putting words in my mouth. I said she just couldn't have nobody in the house. Peter, didn't I say she couldn't have nobody in the house? She can go do what she wants to outside. No, it's not, bro. If you had a child, you wouldn't want no random dudes walking around your child. That's bad. Now, if she meets a guy, now listen to this. It is exceptions, right? If she meets a guy and this has been a steadily ongoing relationship and I meet dude and dude is cool, have at it. But if it's a random dude that she just met and she meeting a different dude every week, no, they can't come in my house. You don't do that till you get serious. A real woman ain't gonna want a whole bunch of people around her kids, no way.
A real woman would have never gave you something and let you get her pregnant in the first 2 days.
No, stuff happens sometimes. Stuff happens sometimes.
So stuff can happen. See how it happens to you?
But every woman ain't trying to take a man to the cleaners either.
That's not the cleaners.
Bro, if you're paying a woman $100,000, $200,000 a month for one kid, yes, it is.
If you make $1 million, if you make $1 million a month and a woman getting $100,000 is not taking you to the cleaners to take care of your children.
Bro, in some cases, these careers are very short. Like a career of an athlete is very short.
Then you actually have a lawyer go in and adjust it based off of that same thing.
And usually it don't. Usually it don't get adjusted.
That's simple.
It ain't that simple, bro.
It's not about simplicity. You actually have to be a part of the legal system. That's the point. This is why all these things come into play when you have children,
Bro,
because you
you don't
can't
think the
figure it out
homie Matt
yourself.
Barnes was a part of the legal system? You don't think the homie Matt
I
Barnes
don't
did
know. I
everything
didn't get
right?
in that
Well, are we
situation.
criticizing
Listen,
the litigation or the legislation? I'm talking about the principality of the legislation.
listen.
The
I
law
didn't.
is what it is. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You have to operate within the framework because that's the reality we live in.
So again, I didn't get in Matt's situation. Matt, the homie, love Matt. Shout out to Matt. I didn't get in Matt Barnes'
His
situation. I
wife
don't
went and
know the
married his
depth of it.
best friend.
I don't know. I don't even know if his best friend. I don't know if him and Derek Fisher was best friends. I
They
don't
was
know
friends,
that.
though. That was
I don't
foul.
know if they was
Woman
best
should
friends. I
miss
don't
her
know.
wife,
I
you
don't know.
know.
I didn't
Woman
get
should
into their
miss-
stuff.
I'll tell y'all what, me and my wife break up and I see her dating you and Peter, we gonna have some problems, partner.
No,
'Cause
me
y'all
and
my
you supposed to
friends.
have some problems. You
Oh,
still can't be mad at the woman. At the end of the day, you could be mad at her, but that don't change if your kids were young. This is the choice you made, and you stuck caring for her and these children.
until they turn 18.
Yes.
You know, being a dad is a lifelong thing. You don't never stop taking care of your kids, so to speak. Your children are always your children.
I keep
But
telling you this.
a woman at some point, dog, she's had my kids. She ate the kids 18, 20, whatever they is now. Now she has to fend for herself. She's had 18 years to get her life.
Nobody said no. A child support lasts the length of a child. Go ahead, Pete.
If in this environment of a simple baseline that might exceed just the bare cost of the child rearing expenses, for example, say $1.5 million a year. If after 18 years you've paid $27 million and this mom has stockpiled, say, $4 million of your money into a lump sum, does she owe it back to you? Steele, do you think?
Man, whatever she did with that, man, if she did that, man, that's on her because she should save some. She should be stockpiling because at 18, again, the gravy train is over, so she should leave with some. So her life is improved drastically by meeting me, I'm being a blessing to her life.
Supporting the child. So should she have to give it back to you?
Man, you know what? So she can call me another piece of shit. I wouldn't go after her for that, man. I wouldn't be that petty. I wouldn't go after that. But it's like it'll be over with. You know, the whole thing would be over with. I'll be done with all that stuff. But my kids would always be able to come to me and say, Dad, I need help with this. I'm starting up a business. I have an idea. If they present me with a nice, proper plan, I'm with you. I'm gonna support you in that. I think that's what fathers supposed to do. I think we're supposed to try to make our kids' lives better.
No Ceilings Live. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon. The podcast released Tuesday morning. You can hear the initial conversation with me and Pete and some homies. It's good, man. We'll see y'all Wednesday at noon on the live, man.
Hold on, before you go, 6G, don't call me all kind of pieces of shit. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Like hit his Twitter up and let me know if I was wrong.
You're definitely wrong.
All right.